Welcome to BSS Carolina Horseman Sports Show. Urban Outcasts in the room. Sponsored by Attitude Broadcasting, the only ABC that matters, I guess. Yeah. We are back live on the show today. We have another good segment this time around. This one we're going to go into early NBA predictions for next year. Then we got some NBA rules changes going on. NFL for a minute. NC State.
Oh, NFL's coming up?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
NC State gets a notice from NCAA for recruitment of Dennis Smith Jr. Well, we knew that was going to happen.
Yeah, it's a matter of time.
Yeah, so whatever. Hey, Carolina doesn't get fined. It's all right.
Yeah.
Just NC State. It's okay.
Dennis Smith Jr. has been in the league damn near for 5 years now.
It'll be third year, just right?
Third year. And where is Mark Goffrey? He's at Pacific.
Oh, no, Cal State Northbridge.
That's it. Thank you.
They sounded like, hey.
Who?
Exactly.
Yeah.
He got in trouble, then they signed him to a deal.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm like, yeah, let's go ahead and take it. We'll try it. I mean, was it Wes Wade is still coaching at LSU, right?
Will Wade, West Wade?
Will Wade. Yeah, it's Will Wade. Thank you. I like Wes better, but yeah, Will Wade.
He should be a West.
How is he? I agree. I think he's more of a West. But let's go into early NBA talk for next year. Next year, who do you guys let's start with the West, because this is going to be harder to do. In the Western Conference, who's making the playoffs next year?
All right. Do you want me to go in order or just want to just name
If you want to go in order, go ahead.
I'll go in order real quick. I'm going to go Clippers. And I'm going to go Clippers, Nuggets, Portland, Jazz, Lakers.
You might be wondering, how does Grammarly work? The answer
I'm going to go Warriors, Sacramento, Dallas.
Sacramento and Dallas?
Yeah, it's going to be my two.
Bottom two?
That's not bad.
Not bad at all.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
I forgot Spurs, but.
Jeez, we suck. Golly.
Well, not as bad as the Hornets will this year. The Hornets will be worse than the Knicks with 17 wins. Early predictions.
I got Clippers at number 1, Utah at number 2, Denver 3, Portland 4, San Antonio 5, Los Angeles at 6, I got Dallas at 7.
Wow.
And that 8th spot is going to either be between Houston, Golden State, or New Orleans.
Oh, I left Houston, not completely. I forgot about Houston.
It's tough to do, man. It's tough to do. Let me see if I can find one.
Because Sacramento remind me of the team like the Nuggets coming up this year.
One day ago. Thunder's not going to be in the playoffs. Puts Thunder in the playoffs. You out your freaking mind.
He was a Wake Forest alum who wrote this article.
Yeah. This is CBS. Really? This is what y'all do at CBS?
It got to be like the 8.8 seed or something.
There's no way they're making the playoffs.
Maybe in a mid-season tournament.
So this is CBS.
Okay, let's see.
Nuggets,
Okay.
Clippers, Jazz, Rockets, Lakers, Warriors, Trailblazers, and Thunder.
Wow.
And then the Spurs. What? I don't. This might sound crazy. It is. Chris Paul is not staying there. Okay, he looks pretty good with Paul, Shea Gill, Steven Adams, Gallinari, Andre Robertson, Schroeder, Noel. No, there's no way.
No.
So, all right. I'm trying to get this exactly how I think.
5 years younger, yeah.
Yeah. 10 years ago, yeah, I would took him.
Not a 34-year-old Chris Paul. That's
No.
only good. That's only going to last you The regular
30 games?
season.
Yeah.
Number
Anthony
one,
Roberson back yet?
he'll be back this year.
Okay. 'Cause
Clippers, number one.
Yeah.
I just, with George and Kawhi, they're the best duo in the league, I think. And they kept everybody else. And in case you didn't notice, they drafted a guy named Terrence Mann from FSU, defensive player at year ACC, and one of the college basketball best defenders.
Oh, yeah.
And you got Cabangale, is another big guy that can rebound, block shots, and play defense. I don't know how you're going to score against this team. With Harrell, you got Lou Williams come off the bench. I just think it's going to be a murder
X
charade.
factor right there. Lou Williams off the bench.
Right. I think it's going to be tough. And then everything in me is saying the Jazz, number two. Something about Conley and Mitchell together. No one's talking about how good that combo is.
And don't forget, they got Bogdanovic from Indiana Pacers.
That's another big one. They finally got scoring off the bench, which they need.
They may have messed around with him.
They got depth.
So I want to say Jazz. Plus, they get a great defensive team with Rudy Gobert, defensive player of the year back there. So I'll go Jazz 2. Oh, man, this is tough. I really want to make a reach. I'll go with Nuggets 3, but just because they got the same team. Porter Jr. hopefully will be healthy.
They added Grant, which I like off the bench for them.
They get Grant is huge. He was big for the Thunder the last couple of years. So I got them 3. I'll go with Houston 4. Here's why. I just think it's gonna work. They didn't lose anything but CP3. They added Tyson Chandler, and I think we agree that Westbrook is better than Chris Paul at this point in his career.
Yeah.
You add another defender playing center. I'll give them 4 because they're a good regular season team. Playoffs, who knows what's going to happen. Portland's going to be 5. Then this is where it gets tough. You got the Spurs. You got the Warriors. You got the Lakers. You got the Kings. You got the Pelicans. You got the Mavs fighting for the last 3 spots, in my opinion. So, oh, man.
And even Minnesota.
Yeah. Yeah.
Butler said the best. They don't want to win.
No.
Huh?
Butler said the best. They really don't want to win.
I don't think they do. I think they're fine with how they are.
They won't win until they move Wiggins.
Right.
Who's gonna
Which
take it?
I don't think they will.
You know what? Here's the crazy part. Wiggins for CP3 straight up.
Yeah,
It works.
But then you got Karl Anthony Towns ain't able to take CP3. He couldn't take Butler. He ain't taking CP3. Because you say what you want. CP3 is worse than Butler.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Right, but it's different because CP3 gonna get him the ball.
Yeah, sure.
So if you're helping my scoring average go up anywhere from 6 to 10 points, and you barking, I'll shut up because I'm averaging 6 to 10 points more.
And no offense, CP3 is not beating Cat in the 1-on-1.
Yeah,
He's just not doing it. I mean, come on.
He might have him stutter a few times with a crossover. Maybe. Maybe.
He'll cross over himself. He'll Paul Pierce him. So number 6, I'll go with the Spurs. Everybody sleep on the Spurs. Marcus Morris, by the way, went to New York. There you go. There's another Knick player for you.
Hey, niggas is giving money out. Why not?
Yeah, $15 million to Marcus Morris. 1 year.
And don't forget, Spurs got Lonnie Walker coming back.
Lonnie Walker's coming back. Deontay Murray's coming back. They still have a lot of young pieces to go with L.A., Rudy Gay.
They traded Bertans.
They did.
yeah, they did.
I forgot who it was moved for. Was it just for a pick? I mean, money?
Yeah.
I believe
And
it.
they had a good draft. The young kid from
The other
Europe.
Luka.
Yeah. So I think they'll be good. And then I think you'll go Lakers 7. I got Lakers 7 just because everybody around them. I don't trust everybody else they're playing with.
Well, problem with I love AD game, but he gets out 20 games minimum a year.
He played 75 2 years ago.
Oh, he gonna balance out this year then.
I don't see the shooting. Yes, you signed Danny Green. Okay, let's see what he can do without Kawhi. You signed. I think one that really helps him is the one we had in Charlotte. God, the shooter. I'm trying to think from Phoenix. God, 3-point shooter. Troy Daniels.
Oh, yeah.
Troy Daniels. Troy Daniels can fill it up when he's
KCP
playing.
can give you one game out of
KCP, too iffy. But I got Lakers number 7 and then 8th. Man, the Warriors and Pelicans.
Here's my thing with the Lakers. What year? LeBron is what year? What?
2.
No, year 15?
16, right?
Year 16. At this point in your career, and you're just coming off of a groin injury, this point in your career, you need to shed any type of responsibility that you need to shed because they're going to need you to do 2 things: score and rebound, and help defense.
Yeah.
Playing the point guard, like I don't. What's the purpose of you getting Rondo?
I hate that move, by the way. Putting him, I've always hated that move. Him playing point guard.
It's like, well, he facilitates offenses anyway.
Play small forward.
Can't you do that down in the post?
You could do that down in the post, but now I understand what mismatch he's having. Okay, if he plays point, he'll have somebody like Mike Conley. Okay, but now defensively, you can't help rebound.
Right.
You
Or even offensively, you can't do offensive rebounding because you're at the top of the key.
So it's more for him to do at point guard than it is for him playing small forward, power forward, whatever. However, the second thing I don't get is, okay, we're thinking that this AD is going to be a great tandem. Didn't Chris Bosh have to change his game?
Kevin Love.
Kevin Love had to change his game. So what makes us think that AD is this great 3-point shooter?
Since when?
And why is he at the 3-point line, first of all? Because the last time you checked Kevin Love, he was a good double-double guy.
He was a good.
And he down low. He had good down low game.
And he had to change his game because, you have to clear the lane for LeBron to get through. I don't see it. And at least with Rondo, and then you got Boogie Cousins.
Oh, God,
At least with Rondo being a point guard, if he led the league in assists and he played for the Sacramento Kings and he said he didn't even know who the hell he was passing it to, Rondo at the point will get LeBron can easily average 20 points with Rondo at the point.
More importantly, AD will average 20 points. More importantly, Kyle Kuzma will average 20 points.
And you're not even talking about revitalizing Boogie's career.
Nope.
So, when Rondo, he can play, he's defensive-minded. He knows what it's like playing with alpha-minded personalities. Has a high basketball IQ. Make your job easy in year 16, 17. And if Magic can do it, blase blah, but it's a different timing of basketball.
Well, I think that front office is dysfunctional because Frank Vogel's the coach, and I feel he's not going to be really coaching.
No.
The front office is going to decide who plays where.
Right. But
that's the issue I feel with the Lakers.
But, you talk about Magic playing the point. That's totally different. Magic was a point guard in college throughout his whole career.
Right.
And when he went to NBA, they had this guy named Kareem Abdul-Jabbar down low. They had James Worthy down low.
Right.
They didn't need him down low at all. You're not joining the LA Lakers, the Showtime era Lakers.
Right.
And the NBA is different now, but you don't shoot. You don't need to be at the top of the key anymore. You just don't. You don't shoot the ball 3-pointers at 50%.
Absolutely.
He's like mid-30s at best now.
And I understand what the NBA doing. This is the era of pace and space when it comes to the league. I just don't see it working in LA how people expect it to be. They'll get in the playoffs because
Talent.
Yeah.
Because of talent and ratings.
Right. And here's the other thing, all right? When Kobe got injured, and because he broke his ankle, right? Achilles. All right. When he did that, before he got hurt, he was still one of the top 5 players in the league, right?
Top 10.
Or did he start his decline?
He tore rotator cuff first.
Okay. Then that's what kind of. All right. LeBron's coming back from a groin injury that is not just like, boom, it's gone. Boom, it's gone. He's older. He's beat up. He's got 17 years in the league.
Right.
That's a lot. He's what did they say the other day? He's already got the 3rd most minutes of all time,
yeah.
And he's 35.
He going down that KG route almost after the Boston days with KG. I feel.
I think it's gonna be tougher than people think. It's not. He's not gonna just go out there and say, "Boom, I'm
28, 8, and 8."
You're right, and I'm gonna just play because he plays bully ball. I mean, he does.
And I just think with Rajon Rondo, just running the one, you need the easiest buckets you can get.
Yeah, the starting 5 should be Rondo, Danny Green, LeBron, AD, Boogie.
Yeah,
and let Kuzma come off the bench, and I'll live with that.
Right, but Kuzma's gonna be starting because you want him. That's the one I'm worried about. Actually,
Me too.
He's gonna get lost in the shuffle. I think instead of having him step up and be the next great player, he's gonna take a step back because now LeBron's got the ball all the time.
It's 2 things. Is what role does Boogie play and what role does Kuzma play?
Yeah.
Because if you're Kuzma, you don't want to shoot your way out of the offense, but at the same time, you don't want to shoot too much where they're icing you out.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So with him, how many shots do he get a game?
Yep. Hopefully 15 to 20.
He could get going easily.
But okay, so how many shots you got to distribute shots? So LeBron takes how many shots?
20, 25.
15 to 20.
You think 15 to 20?
How many AD? You say 15 or 20. So let's go 20.
Mm-hmm.
How many AD shoots?
25.
No, AD can.
You think AD will take less shots than LeBron?
I think AD take less shots.
That is what I'm saying. AD's taking less shots than LeBron. Kuzma, less shots than LeBron. Why? I don't get. I know how great he is, but come on.
But and see, this is where I'm talking about. Rondo. If you look at those years, Rondo's was in Boston. You look at the shot selection between Paul Pierce, Ray Allen, and KG. The shots were equally distributed.
Right.
No one guy had like an insurmountable amount of shots.
Even Baby Davis.
Absolutely. Those 3, he kept those 3 happy. They had a almost an equal amount of shots, but they were able to go ahead and capitalize that. And this is what you need in L.A. You need a point guard that's going to actually distribute. Boogie, here's your 10. AD, here's your 10. LeBron, here's your 10. Kuzma, here's your 10. 'Cause Rondo ain't going to shoot.
No.
Everybody else cold, he'll shoot. But
that's it. He shoots because
5.
5. And that's it.
Because he's open.
Well, you see, that's the reason if you're LeBron, if you're looking at it, you should be like, all right, AD 20, Kuzma 20, Boogie 15, Danny Green 10, me, where 15 maybe. How many here? Instead of looking at shots, I want to look at assists and rebounding.
Right.
I want to see. I should be averaging 15 assists a game. I'm under belief that LeBron's always been better the more assists he has than points.
I agree.
The more because when he's the playmaker, he's better.
I totally agree with you. But now it's y'all thought the Houston Rockets situation was strange.
I thought this was worse than the Houston Rockets situation. personally.
I think so too, because
too.
you're going to tell Boogie to change his game. Somebody's going to have to play the Tristan Thompson role.
And I think Frank Vogel's new coach too. It's going to be a mess.
And even with Frank Vogel, when he was successful in Indiana, he was successful with bigs and wings.
Mm-hmm.
He had
Paul
PG,
George, Roy
David
Hibbert,
West.
Lance Stevenson, even
Yeah.
George Hill.
Wasn't a point guard
George Hill.
Jeff Teague?
It was George Hill.
George Hill.
It was George Hill, but Vogel was there with the.
It was Tig at first, then Hill, I think.
Okay.
when it was Danny Granger and Paul
Yep,
George.
Danny Grant. I forgot Danny.
What, top 2 seed in the East
It-
for 3-4 years?
That was it.
They
So
challenge the Heat every year.
they don't have a substantial. They don't. I don't see. They don't have a substantial shooting guard for them to even be effective with.
Yeah, it's like plug and play type team this year. Because
Right.
KCP might get hot one game, and once him 10 more games.
But you're right. He might get hot, but that's the thing.
But you
know?
don't even. I'll be honest with you. You don't even expect them to play.
Right. So we'll see with the Lakers. And then 8th, I'll go ahead and go with the Warriors, man, just because they're the Warriors.
Nah.
I mean, you got Steph and Draymond.
And low deal at Russell.
It's
D'Angelo, yeah.
with that situation is you're going to really see if D'Angelo Russell could play basketball. Because he's the Lakers situation was a debacle.
He showed up at Brooklyn.
Brooklyn, it was a contract year, so you had to hoop.
Had a lot of young players around him, so
Had
it
a
kind of meshed.
lot of young players. This system right here is really the only thing I really see him being effective is him being able to plug in right away.
As you kind of hope for.
Right. And because Steph is going to need help.
Who's their starting five? It'd be Steph, Russell, Draymond.
Looney,
and
somebody else.
well, Iggy's gone.
Yeah.
Willie Cauley-Stein.
No, they already said he's back up.
No,
Looney.
yes, Tony Stein starting.
You think he'll start over Looney?
No, Looney started already.
Looney's starting.
They said
They
Looney started.
love Looney so much, man.
They already said Looney started.
Yeah, they pay. I mean, they
They gave him $15 million. Hell,
yeah, they love Looney more than they did KD, I think.
that's crazy.
And who's the other one? Jordan Bell signed with another team, by the way.
Minnesota.
Yeah,
Too.
Minnesota.
They lost Quinn Cook.
They lost Quinn Cook. They lost Iggy.
Sean Livingston.
Sean Livingston's gone.
But they made that up with Jordan Poole.
Jordan Poole. I love the Jordan Poole thing. God, who is going to be the next starter? They lost the other white guy from Detroit.
Tareco.
Yeah, Jerebko's gone.
I don't know who.
So they don't even have a starting five.
Let's see.
Doesn't matter. I mean, you got Steph and Draymond.
Because you're telling Draymond Green to give you 15 a game.
This is contract years for him, though, too.
Yeah.
I think to me, I think it's a blessing in disguise that Clay gets. The Clay thing happened because now he gets to earn all his money, all of it.
I think as long as the Warriors are right there,
In the
hovering
cups.
around the 7th, 8th seed when Clay comes back, I think they'll be fine.
Unless they're going to start Fouls on McKinney.
They could start McKinney. I
I'm
mean,
looking at your
McKinney.
roster.
There's another one, McKinney.
I thought they traded McKinney.
No, McKinney's still there.
Yeah.
But I think they'll be all right. I mean, because here's the thing: the 8th seed, I see the Pelicans. I really like the Pelicans, but I don't know yet. And they're talking about Drew Holiday is going to be an MVP candidate. We'll just see. I think he can be.
I know Anthony Davis is pissed.
Yeah.
How come you couldn't give me this team when I was a Pelican?
Right. Well, I mean, think about it now. You got Lonzo. You got Drew.
That's the best.
You
defensive
got
backcourt.
you got Brandon Ingram if he's healthy. You got Josh Hart. You got J.J. Redick.
You got Jackson Hayes. You got
Zion,
Jaleel,
of course.
Zion,
You got Okafor.
Jaleel
Derek
Okafor.
Favors.
Derek
Favors.
Favors. I mean, that team is deep. That team is loaded. That team is very good in the half-court setting. They can run and gun. I believe Lonzo Ball actually matures in this situation.
I
This is
think
better
so
for
too.
him.
I think he does great.
Not a lot of pressure, not a lot of lights, camera, action. He can go play basketball, and he has the pieces to play basketball with. Not only that, the relationship he has with Brandon Ingram, I think it becomes a lot more stronger. I think Brandon Ingram scoring averages increase.
He might mess around and be an all-star.
You know what?
I think so.
He'll be an all-star snub.
Yeah,
But
for that position.
he'll be a candidate for most improved, though.
Absolutely. But looking at the West, I mean, I ain't even talked about the Mavs yet. I mean, the Mavs could be the 8th seed. Looking at the West, there's really, to me, the Suns. I'm still questioning if the Suns can make it. They could.
Look, if God blesses, if we win 30 games as a Phoenix fan, I'm happy.
Real honestly, you look out West. Okay, I'll say the Suns, the Grizzlies. That's it.
Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Okay, and Minnesota. There's 3 teams out West that I don't think have a chance to make the playoffs.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And I think I love Dallas low-key signing of DeLon Wright.
I like that. I like the Seth Curry signing.
Mm-hmm.
I like. I even like the kid from Olenek from Miami being traded there.
Dirk Nowitzki.
Dirk Nowitzki's gone. Now you got is Casey, is KP, is Porzingis and Luka. It's their team.
Didn't they get some other pieces too?
That sound like they sound small contract like DeLon Wright, Seth Curry, Olenek. They got the kid could dunk good.
Yep. And
Miami.
They also the Kings. The Kings. I mean,
They remind me of the Nuggets. Like how
the only problem with the Kings is they signed freaking the one bad signing they had this offseason.
Harrison Barnes.
Darren Dedmon.
That was a lot. Dedmon's not bad, but there was a guard.
Ariza. Oh,
Yeah, Trevor Reeves is a good signing, but then they signed another guard. Corey Joseph, to a crazy contract.
Yeah.
But besides that, the Kings will be right there, I
well,
think.
the Kings have money to burn because Willie Cauley-Stein backed out,
That's a good thing.
which I don't know what he was thinking.
I mean, now it's Bagley full time. Bagley and Giles full
So
time.
that's the West. The East,
Ooh, what they say?
they got the Sixers, the Bucks, the Pacers, Celtics, the Nets, Raptors, Heat, and Magic, and Pistons, the first team out.
Accurate. Maybe the Hawks can be a.
I was getting ready to say that.
Yeah, that's accurate.
Because to me, Milwaukee didn't improve. They kind of say neutral.
I think losing Brogdon hurts. And I think Middleton comes back to earth. I mean, he got paid. And I don't think he's one of the top guys. I'm glad he got paid, but I don't think do you think he's a supermax player? No, I don't.
Hey.
I think he's like Batum.
I don't put that much.
Okay,
on.
he's Louis Bear. He's an all-star.
I think he was there. They gave him the money due to the fact that he was there when it all started. Because before Giannis, it was Jabari Parker's team.
Right.
And Giannis worked good. To me, they worked good together. It's just Jabari got hurt too much.
Yeah. So, how much Middleton signed for?
A lot, like 5 years, 170.
178.
He had to sign that.
Yeah,
He
I
wasn't
totally
getting that
get it
nowhere.
why he
He
has.
wasn't getting that nowhere else.
I get why he has to sign it.
Yeah. I might I think the Toronto will take a dip.
They have what, 6? Okay, you got Pascal,
You
Kyle
still got
Lowry.
Siakam, Kyle
Lowry.
Lowry, but now you got Fred VanVleet is gonna have to step up.
Casals.
Uh,
They basically lost Kawhi and Danny Green. That's it. I think.
they added some pieces too that weren't too bad. Look at that again. Who they added? Norman Powell, of course, they still got him. You got Mark Gasol, 1 year left. Darn it, they added some other teams, some other decent signings.
They need to start dumping. I would get rid of Lowry.
Who gonna take that kind? Well, no, he got 1 year left, so they start losing. You get him off the books.
Yeah, no, I would definitely, if I could, Hernandez. All right. Pat McCraw, of course, is still with Toronto.
3-time champion Pat McCraw.
Put him in the same sentence as MJ himself.
LeBron got the same amount of rings.
Well, yeah.
You got OJ in the book is back. That's a big one to me. That's a plus. Stanley Johnson. That's right. Stanley Johnson signed with them. Yeah. Wow, you really hate Stanley.
I was
He's got
happy
10.
Charlotte didn't take him. They were talking about taking him at one point in the draft.
And doing Hernandez, power forward from Miami.
And you know, Chris Boucher from Oregon might be play a little more.
Yeah. But watch OG. OG and they're building their hopes on OG and Siakam.
Well, they didn't want to trade OG at all.
No.
Right.
And I don't blame him. He was good before he got hurt.
The original trade for Kawhi was OG and Pascal for Kawhi. That's what they wanted to do initially. So that's what the Spurs wanted.
Who you got in the East?
Playoff-wise, in order?
Yeah.
That's the order right there.
That's order.
Toronto number 2?
They got Toronto. That's from the rankings this year. The predictions: Sixers, Bucks, Pacers, Celtics, Nets, Raptors, Heat.
I'll
and
probably
Magic.
flip-flop Indiana and Boston.
I think Orlando will be a top 5 team.
Really?
Who they got? If Markelle Fultz can come back just a little bit where they thought he was going to be.
If they're a point guard away. I've always been harsh on Aaron Gordon, but he's finally figuring it out.
Like, I ain't got to dunk every time.
Jonathan Isaac finally flourishing.
They got Aminu, which is a nice solid pickup.
Yeah, Aminu. Hopefully Mo Bamba can get some time.
Steve Clifford, I doubt it.
So I like them. I like Terrence Ross coming back.
The issue with this team is no shooters other than Fournier and Ross.
Mm-hmm.
And DJ Augustine, which is crazy. He's been in the league for 11 years.
Yep.
Bobcat. He's a Bobcat.
Yep. TJ Augustine, but their big off-season move was Aminu.
They got pretty cheap.
And Vucevic's come back, huh?
Got him pretty. It ain't cost that much for him.
No. For me, I look out east. I'm telling you, I think it's gonna hurt losing Jimmy and adding Horford. I don't see the Bucks are taking a step back just because they remind me of the Hawks team, and they got the former Hawks coach. So I'm gonna go number 1. I'm going with Boston. I think Boston is gonna be so much better with Kemba Walker than they were with Kyrie.
Yeah.
And you know what? They signed Carson Edwards. So
Carson Edwards is a plus. Don't forget Taco Fall. He is a backup.
And Grant Williams.
Grant Williams.
Romeo Langford, not a bad pickup. He could start.
No, Romeo Langford's good.
Robert Williams. I was watching the Summer League. Robert Williams.
He's got his head ain't all the way there, though.
And Grant, between
Did you
Grant
say Robert Williams?
He got in trouble. He was late to the press conference last year.
Mm-hmm. Between Grant Williams and Robert Williams, they worked that thing out between those two. Oh.
Watch out. I'm just saying, they have a good enough team because Tatum and Brown take that next step like they're supposed to. And Gordon Hayward, watch him. He's going to have a great season.
And they signed Enes Kanter.
They did sign Enes Kanter. I didn't mention that yet. But, yeah, they're going to be okay.
Oh, they lost Morris.
They lost Morris, and Yabusele's still there, but they're going to be all right. Oh, they lost the white guy, the
Baines.
Viking. Baines, yeah.
Spurs, I believe.
Yeah, he went to Spurs.
No, Baines?
Yeah.
No, Phoenix.
That's right. He did go to Phoenix. But I think it's going to be Boston. I think it'll be Milwaukee. No, I'm going to go Boston, Philly, Milwaukee. Oh, my gosh.
Indy?
Oh, my gosh. I'm trying to think.
Indy got better, too.
Indy got better. All right, I'll go Indiana. I'll go with the Pacers.
When is Oladipo coming back?
Should be back to start of the year, right?
Okay.
November?
Is it November?
Okay.
That's the 4, and then I'll go Nets. I said the Bucks already. Nets, Heat. I can't go to Magic, man.
I think they got it right. Other than I put Hawks on the first team out before Pistons.
I will go. That's going to be my sleeper team in the East next year.
What, the Hawks?
The Hawks.
Right.
Look out for the Hawks. The Bulls, I think will be better.
Yeah.
And the Cavs.
Comeback player of the year.
Who?
Jabari Parker.
That's what he went to Atlanta. Atlanta got rid of Plumlee.
I think he's the oldest player on the team now.
Yeah.
Jabari?
No, Evan Turner is. I'm sorry.
But Justin Anderson's down there. Vince, we still don't know where Vince went yet. Alan Crabb.
Oh, they got Chandler Parsons. Watch out.
Yeah, they got.
What's funny is I like them getting Parsons and Crabbe because now that money's off the books next year.
Right, but the big one to me is Evan Turner. He's actually, I think, the oldest one.
Oh, they got Damian Jones.
Yep, they got Damian Jones.
I like them getting Evan Turner.
And don't forget Herter, the young kid.
Oh, I like Herter.
Yeah.
I like them getting Evan Turner. Gives them another facilitator besides Trey Young. I love to see what they do with Jabari Parker and Cam Reddish.
Yeah, me too.
I love to see what they do.
So there's certain files should be Trey, Horter,
John Collins.
John, definitely. And put Jabari at the 4 and 3, Cam Reddish if they want to.
And don't forget DeAndre Hunter.
Oh, I forgot about him, too.
Yeah.
3 and D guy.
I don't think DeAndre Hunter gets a lot of time this year.
Probably not, but, you know.
He's there.
Yeah. That's like the best player available.
Well, they traded up for him, though. They want him.
Right.
They wanted him.
But I think vying for that last spot is going to be the Heat, the Hawks. Sorry, not the Heat.
Hey, here's a question. Who's going to start for the Knicks?
They got starters?
Dennis Smith. I'm going to put Dennis Smith, RJ. Knox, probably.
Wait.
Marcus Morris.
Kadeem Allen.
Wayne Ellington. All right, here we go.
Okay, Damian Dotson. Let's go.
All right, so you definitely don't go. All right, Mitchell Robinson is starting center.
He should.
You got RJ. You got Knox starting at the 2, right? No, the 3. Knox at the 3.
Oh, goodness. Okay. Hey.
Wait a minute. I don't know who's starting the power forward because you got Bobby Portis.
He got paid the most.
Yeah, you got Julius Randle. All right, so Julius Randle is starting at the 4. You got Mitchell starting at the 5, right? Mm-hmm. At the 3, is French Frank gone finally?
No, he's there.
No, he's still there.
At the 3, Jesus Christ, Kevin Knox. At the 2, Wayne Ellington or RJ. Who's running the point?
Oh, they got somebody.
Alfred Payton.
Oh, I've got 3.
Dennis Smith.
Yeah, I forgot the other ones. You got Dennis Smith and Lance Thomas. And how many players you got on this roster?
Look. Okay, Dennis Smith is at the 1.
Okay. Who's the 2?
You
RJ or?
Because that's what you drafted him for.
Okay.
So RJ at the 2, Knox at the 3, Randall at the 4, and Mitchell Robinson at the 5.
Because they don't have Moody Hornet no more.
No. And Trier's going to play. I don't know how he's going to do with the second team because you got Trier, you got Portis, you got French Frank if he's going to play. Lance Thomas ain't playing.
Morris.
You got Taj Gibson. You got Marcus Morris now. You like Ignis. You like Dotson and Wayne Ellington. Mm-hmm. You got, oh my God, you got a lot of players on your team.
You got a hodgepodge of players.
Yeah, so we'll see.
That team looks dysfunctional.
Nah. Ain't no personalities on that team.
Yeah,
They look
sure. So, all right, real fast. Who's making the finals then? And who wins it? Just gut. As of right now.
Boston Clippers.
Boston Clippers.
I'll throw it out there right now. Boston Clippers.
Boston, San Antonio.
San Antonio.
You know what? That's a good pick. Cause if Murray,
Yeah.
because Murray's already a great guard in my opinion. And Walker comes back.
Watch out.
You know, it's funny. I think I read something. I don't know if it's true or not about them trying to get rid of DeMar DeRozan.
Probably. Oh, I keep thinking he's there. I'll go with Boston. I'm going to go with Boston Rockets.
Boston Rockets.
I'm going to the Rockets, man. I'm telling you. You think I picked them a couple years ago. This D'Antonio system, I don't think wins the NBA title, but I think it's times change. Where I think it's going to happen.
Or no, my sleeper team might be Denver because
Denver sleeper.
Denver didn't lose anything.
My sleeper team, Kings. Or the Mavs.
I think Kings are it reminds me of the Nuggets. I think this year they made the playoffs like the Nuggets did, and then next year they dominate.
I think those are the sleeper teams. We'll see.
You know, sleeper teams in the East.
Yeah, there's a lot of sleeping teams in the East.
It's already set pretty much.
All right. Real fast, some other news. NBA new rules. NBA coaches can change out-of-bound calls, goaltending violations, and fouls. Y'all like it?
Now, is it like Coach Allen coming to get a game, like get to a game? Or is it like...
I thought it was a 2 a game, right?
Okay, I wasn't sure how it would be 2 a game. It's cool, but I think as long as it's not like last 2 minutes of the game.
Last 2 minutes of the game?
How is it like last 2 minutes of the game they can't challenge anything, or is it throughout the whole game?
I thought it was for the last 2 minutes, I think.
Like, I don't mind out of balance calls personally.
You don't mind the out-of-bounds calls?
Yeah, and I feel a foul. That's the stuff. You can't do a foul. Like, you take a charge. No, it wasn't really a charge. I don't know like that.
There we go. Try that. Nope. All right. We're going to take a break, come back, and then we'll go into talk about NFL game real fast. We'll go into Unbelievable and all that good stuff. You're listening to BSS Carolinas. You can catch us everywhere.